I guess the question is, do I go live on TikTok, or is it like it really doesn't matter because it's not like people can look at my screen? Good question. Let's see. We got Matthew Dropco in the house. So let's go. What's up, Matthew Dropco? How are you doing today? Happy Saturday. Seriously. Shadow Frost is in the house. Damn, it's hot. Yeah, it's 73 degrees here right now. But it feels a lot hotter, and it's because I feel like the sun always sets. Basically, it like hits the front of our place. So all that heat, I can feel that heat through the window, like in front of me, behind my computer. So it is really hot. Do you have your shoes?
Yeah.
Okay. She's hunting, by the way. Hey. Angel. Come on. When running today after work, I thought it was going to be cooler since some storm clouds are coming, but it was 89. Are you in Florida? Because I feel like in Florida, we visited Florida so many times because we go to Disney World there. Dude, it's so nice because literally we were driving to Disney World and it was like stars all over, and it was probably like 80 or 90 degrees at night, so you could see the stars and all that stuff. And then, dude, just in a distant, we literally saw like a bunch of storm clouds, and then there was lightning happening nonstop. But it was so far away that like you could see like the line of clouds, and it was really, really, really nice. I was like, wow, that's really cool. It looks pretty neat. It's 100 degrees here, and I'm in 4,000 feet elevation. Where the hell are you? The Appalachian Mountains? Mount Kilimanjaro? Yeah, where are you, Shadow Frost? I will actually don't say where you are, obviously. What's up, Gearhead? How are you? Welcome to the 3-minute mark of the live stream. Matthew Dropco says 89 in Ohio and humid. It's 81 now though. That's not bad. It's not humid here in California. It never gets humid, but I know Florida gets really humid. Yeah, are we still good? I mean, is this gonna still continue up, or what? How's Dogelon doing? I looked at OXT today and I really shouldn't have, because it actually went up. Like it went up to like 6 cents 30. Damn, brutal. You guys are welcome. I literally sold here. Like, when was it? Like here, right? Yeah, here. And then it went down. I was like, yeah, I went down. I made the right call. I made the right call. Boom. It's okay, though. It is all good. You're in the mountains of Northern California. Good luck finding me. That's cool. My friend, he actually moved to, I don't know if this is considered Northern California, but he actually moved to Monterey. Monterey, Salinas, near San Jose area. I don't know if that's Northern California, though. I feel like California is really big. So, yeah, he moved up there, and he's always like, hey, you should move here. You should move here. And I'm like, there is literally no economic incentive to move there. Because based on where I am, the rent and everything is still the same. Like if houses were a lot cheaper, that would be one thing, but houses are the same, and it's not like I can't afford to buy a house right now where I am, yet alone where he is. But if prices were like $400,000 for a 3-bedroom, I probably would. I think we're accumulating. I think you're accumulating. What's up, King? How are you? Good evening. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the boring price action. Let's see how DOGELON's doing though. Yeah, DOGELON's not doing bad, but this is all I have now, guys. So if I make it, I make it. If you guys one day see DOGELON breaking these areas, then you'll know that I made it. No, I'm not looking at OXC. I just wanted to show you guys that of course it went up. Of course it had a nice spike. Like after I sold the bottom. Monterey is just kind of South Bay area, so expensive. Yeah, it is really expensive. What's up? Flipcoins is in the house. Let's go. Flipcoins. How are you doing, man? Hey, Meow, what's up? What do you think KeyCat can... what's up? You think KeyCat can do 5... Yeah, I think it can. You're not asking too much, man. Look, first of all... Bro... It's a 41 million market cap. It's fully diluted. All the coins are in circulation. It has 571,000 holders, and it only has 6,000 people on the watch list. This thing can probably go more than 5x, but 5x conservatively puts it at 200 million, and I don't think that's the ceiling for KeyCat. So, in my opinion, I think KeyCat can go well past that, but not financial advice, just my opinion. And we actually have a chart for KeyCat too. Yeah, we actually have a chart for KeyCat. So it broke out, it broke resistance, and the next target right now is 206, previous high, and then obviously KeyCat up to 10 cents, which let's actually see what that is. So that way we don't have to guess. 25x. And a 25x still puts it under... It still puts it under $1.5 billion market cap. So just think about it this way. At its peak, DOGELON hit 1 billion market cap. So KeyCat's on Coinbase too now. So I think it has a lot of upside potential. Not financial advice, obviously, just my opinion. Next, let's see. Gearhead says, after the herd DCAs for 4 years and capitulates. Yeah, basically that's what I did. Can we please take a look at Adam Cosmos, possible top, hoping for $75. You are the best. Hey, thank you so much for the 5 beans, man. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. Yeah, let's take a look at... you said Cosmos. I remember when this was listed on Coinbase, and me and my coworker, we bought it. Because do you remember back in the day when Coinbase listed coins and you got the Coinbase pump? I remember when Coinbase listed Atom, and me and my friend, we were in the office, or me and my coworker, we were in the office, and we were like, hey, we should buy this coin. And I didn't, but he did, and he bought it. I think he bought it at like $4, and then it went to $8, and because that's when it was listed, and then he didn't sell it, and then it went all the way back down. He was like, "Damn, I thought it was going to go higher." But it's funny. I don't know. He could have probably made like $1,000 or like $700. He might have made money. I completely forgot, but I completely forgot what happened only because we have so many of those stories. But yeah, I remember that. I remember Cosmos. Cosmos is a good play. You're hoping for $75, okay? So you're hoping for all-time highs for a market cap, because the highest market cap it ever was 11 billion, right? And the price actually made a lower high. keep in mind that the max supply is infinite and they have been releasing coins. Okay, so it's fully diluted, so you don't have to worry about token unlocks. If you click this, it's all probably, yeah. So it's all literally distributed right now. The last token distribution was, you can see it ended August 2023. So you don't have to worry about that. The only thing you have to worry about is Atom actually printing coins. Okay, you're looking for $75, which I think is a little bit greedy, but you could think, I mean, I hope it goes up to $75. I really do. For me, I think that conservative targets in the near distant future is, as long as we're under $6, it's bearish, bullish over $9. So this area is resistance. Once this breaks, then you're looking at $16 and then obviously target up to previous high. And then technically speaking, if the previous high does break at $45, you're looking at $230. But I want to show you something, because right now the market cap is 1.78 billion, okay? The previous market cap high was 11 billion and the price was $40. So right off the bat, if the price goes back up to around 11 billion, you're looking at the price being around $38, $39. So right off the bat, you're not making a double top on the price. The price is going to make a lower high, but the market cap is going to make a double top. Okay. As of right now, to your $75 target is going to be a 15x. So you want a 15x. You put in $1,000. You want to take out 15 grand. You'd be making a higher high here. 15x on the market cap is going to be around 20. I guess that's not too crazy actually, because a 10x would be around 11 billion and then 5 would be 5.5. So it would be around $17 billion, making an all-time high on the market cap and on the price. So you know what? That's not too crazy to think that Cosmos can't do that. It's only going to be a 20 billion. It's still under a 20 billion market cap. So, so yeah. I mean, you know what? I changed my mind. I do think that's not too crazy to ask. However, because the price is so suppressed right now, and keep in mind you're validating a downtrend, you're making lower highs and lower lows. We do have this area that we need to break. So as long as you're looking at your phone and as long as you see Atom under $6 and $9, nothing's happening with the price. The price is still bearish. Once this breaks, you're clearly invalidating this downtrend, and then you're starting an uptrend. You're going to be macro bullish over $9. At that point, $16, 25, and then previous all-time high are all in play. And then from there, obviously, you could just come back and you can ask for the targets on the upside in areas that it needs to stay over for any sort of continuation up. But anyway, hey, thank you so much for the 5 beans. That's a lot of money, so thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Now, if I can get, and I'm gonna lock the doors, and 1,000 of you need to send $5 so I can get 5 grand, and I could buy back OXT. I'm just joking. Did you guys hear that story of that preacher closing the doors at sermon, and making people making saying that I'm not going to open the doors until we get 1,000 people donating $100 or something? That's insane. Talk about getting hustled, man. Let's see. Stamos Real says, appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot. Of course, and thank you so much for coming to the live stream. Can we please take a look at Litecoin? Alejandro Sal, how did you get through? Interesting. I guess my thing didn't work. But you know what? That's fine. Yeah, we'll take a look at Litecoin. Yeah, so for Litecoin, dude, it kind of looks like this literally looks the same chart as XRP. So this literally has the same chart as XRP. Here, let me show you. Look at this. I mean, XRP hasn't really had its move up, or sorry, Litecoin is kind of lagging behind, obviously. But this literally, XRP had an uptrend forming. Litecoin has an uptrend forming. It's just making higher. It's literally making higher highs and higher lows. Um, so this does not look. This does not look bad. Let's see. Yeah, so for Litecoin, in terms of price action, from the high to the low, you need to break $99, which we're still getting stuck at. Once that breaks, next area of resistance is where we got stuck at before at 130. So we come back up here, but like I said earlier, we're just validating this this uptrend, right? I mean, technically you could draw it multiple different ways, but I want to draw it like this because you can see we're literally making higher highs across the board. The next higher high, once we break the 0.5 at 130, next area of resistance is going to be actually hitting the top of this uptrend at $172. So that's where I see Litecoin as of right now. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And yeah, man, I mean, Litecoin, did it even do an all-time high? I guess it did. It basically barely made an all-time high. So for Litecoin, the next higher high, I mean, we're looking at Litecoin around $1,700. I don't know if it's going to go that high, but hold on. I don't know if it's going to go that high, but once we break this previous peak, we can go into price discovery, and then from there, I can say $418 to $1,700 would be price discovery. Hey, I have to move my Pokemon cards because it's in the sun right now. I took it out of the binder because I'm actually returning the binder. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Let's just put the cards away. Can it reach $500? Yeah. I mean, $500 at least. I mean, I'm really hoping it doesn't do what it did last time. Last time it only... Yeah, last time was a total scam. It only went up 13% for all-time highs. So last time we were looking at it, I think my target for, yeah, our target was a little bit higher. It was 2.1K, and then it broke out, and then it got rejected almost immediately. So, so can it reach $500? I think so. I think it could go past that. Given that maybe it's another 13% from there, you're looking at $550 or $600. But I think that the target is, once you break 418, is going to be around 1755 on the upside. King, are you still here? I just read your message. You said you think auction can make a comeback after this fall. Are you still here? Because I completely missed that. Bitcoin Bajon for another 5 beans. That's awesome. Thank you so much for that. Damn. That's $10. Let's go. That's a lot of money, man. Thank you so much for that. He wrote, Bitcoin Bajon says, can we take a look at Solana? Possible top. Can it hit 2K? Seems like the winner this cycle. Thank you for all that you do. Yeah, so we actually make weekly update videos on Solana. I think one of the targets, I think the target is 2100, right? Let me check, because I have a couple targets for Solana. So we have $611. We have $1,900, and then on the macro time frame for Solana, yeah, we have 23. That's what it was, 2.3K. Yeah, so these are the targets on the upside for Solana, and then we'll look at the market cap and everything for you. So first and foremost, on the macro time frame, we've literally been consolidating over support since March of 2024. Looking back, I mean, technically it has to be January 2025. But looking back, I mean, this area it's very bullish to see that this thing's just been consolidating over this box. Okay. So Bitcoin Bajan, I would say that as long as, hold on, give me 1 second. As long as the box holds, as long as this area holds on the downside, $600 is in play. $1,900 to $2,300 is in play on the upside. Conservatively speaking, 3x for Solana is going to put the market cap around 2.7 billion, which I think Ethereum's market cap right now is around 300. So it would be theoretically going neck and neck with Ethereum. But if there's a lot of money inflows, if there's a lot of money inflow for Ethereum, then I don't see why Solana can't do that. And then if you're talking about $2,000, it's a little bit more. But yeah, let's just say, even conservatively speaking, it's a 10x. 800 billion. I don't know if that is possible. Let's see. Yeah, so I don't know if that's like 800 billion is kind of dreaming. So just keep that in mind. I mean, what's the next one? You know, the next biggest coin right now is 350 billion. So a $600 Solana is possible, because if you think about it, a $600 Solana is going to actually put the market cap less than what Ethereum's market cap is right now. So imagine if Ethereum goes to 800 billion, right? Imagine if Ethereum's $6,000, $8,000. Then I can see Solana. Okay, Solana can be a 250, 300 billion market cap. You know, with that growth. But as far as, I mean, there has to be a lot of money coming in. A lot of money coming into Solana for it to hit $2,000. It is still technically a target, but I would say, conservatively speaking, I think that the high is probably going to be somewhere in the $600 range for Solana. And that's not financial advice. That's just my opinion. And thank you so much for the 5 beans. I really appreciate that. That is awesome. 2 super chats of the day. Looks like we're back. Back with the super chat game. Dude, I need to make a video on XLM. Did I tell you guys my first coin ever was XLM? So the first coin I ever bought was XLM back in 2018, 2019. I had 200,000 coins. So I would have had 80 grand right now. Damn. And I sold it. Ouch. How's Shiba doing? Yeah, Shiba's not moving, unfortunately. And then what about DOGE? Is DOGE moving? Nope. Yeah, no, it's not moving, unfortunately. Chatster says, can you check out Medicaid? Like Medicaid? Yeah, I don't know. It's just consolidating since 2023. It's really not moving, so there's really nothing much to look at here. It's literally just consolidating, so it actually double bottomed already. So nothing really to see here. And TARS AI. Is TARS AI very bullish? Yeah, TARS AI is doing good, but do you know what caused this massive sell-off for TARS AI? Yeah, so for TARS AI, I think it's over its 382. Yeah, it is. So bullish over 7 cents 40. And as long as 7 cents 40 holds, you're looking at 15 cents on the upside. And then the next area of resistance is 25 cents. Keep in mind, we've already been rejected here twice, almost twice now at 15 cents. So we do need to get a breakout over 10 cents because we could still come back up to this area of resistance for TARS AI and validate a downtrend because we're just making lower highs. That coincides with the lower high here with the downtrend. So once you get a breakout, then you're obviously breaking out of this downtrend, and then the targets on the upside are all valid. Not financial advice, just my opinion. But it's I mean, so far so good. But do you know what caused this massive sell-off? But I mean, you went up 576% from there. So that's, you know, whoever bought that, congratulations, because you risked losing all your money and now you're getting a nice little bounce. So let's see, Gala on the 45-minute mark. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, it's migrated to what? Oh, never mind. Okay. There is no 45-minute candle. Yeah, sorry, Gearhead. There's literally nothing we can look at. It's just still consolidating. Really nothing to look at here, unfortunately. Tariffs, just like other coin dumped, it runs really with the rest of the market. Nice gains with BTC and Solana, backed by Solana Foundation, and they buy, back, and burn. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. It probably has a lot of upside potential too, because it's not really listed anywhere. Yeah, what central exchanges is it listed on? Yeah, it's not on crypto.com, it's not on OKX, it's not on Binance, it's not on Coinbase. So this thing has a lot of upside potential once it does get listings. And especially if they're burning coins, that's not bad. And it looks like it's it looks like it's fully diluted. It's been fully diluted since June of 2025. So they just finished diluting the market too. So, yeah, that's not bad if they burn coins. Amazon Google partnerships. Wow. New Solana phone has Sona voice that features TARS made. Dude, I want a Solana phone. You have the minutes time frame on TradingView. That's why, fool. Wait, what am I missing? So you want me to change this to minutes? Hold on, let's see what Gearhead. Okay, 1 minute. Damn. It doesn't look bad. I mean, you're still holding support. You're probably going to get a bounce from here on the 30-minute chart. Polkadot is about to move, I think. Yeah, Polkadot, we make Polkadot videos now because it's actually very, a lot of people actually look at it. Like, my video got a lot of views for Polkadot. It's not fully diluted yet, just keep in mind, and I think it is inflationary. Yeah. So they're unlocking tokens until 2030. It's staking rewards. It's all staking rewards. So the supply is the total supply and the circulation supply are 1.5 billion. It's fully diluted, but the max supply is infinite. It seems like they're going to be releasing staking coins until 2030. But I think they are coming out with a burning feature. So I think they did mention that they're going to actually start burning coins for Polkadot. So just keep that in mind. In terms of price action, I said that I think that $5.99, so $6 and $9 are in play. Anything over that, good for you guys. We've already been up here twice, and we've gotten rejected both times, sent back down to the shadow realm. So I'd say that I'd say that this is still in play. So anywhere between 6 and 9 is in play, and then from there we're gonna have to just see what happens. That's pretty good. I mean, when we looked at it, it was all the way at the low. So if you guys bought at the low, that's like almost, that's a 2x to 3x. So 100 to 200% gain. Knights of Insomnia, what's up, folks? Hey, Meow, what's up? How are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for the membership. I really appreciate that. Flip coins, you still here? Let me know what coins you want me to look at for you. I could take a look at Billy and used car for you. Even if you're not here, because I think you watch the videos on repeat. Would you mind looking at Badger? Is this coin still on Coinbase? Hey, you haven't been here in a while, Chris. Yeah, this coin's still on Coinbase. Yeah, I remember that. I remember this coin. Let's take a look at Billy. I don't play Blue Eyes. I don't have a Blue Eyes. Yeah, so for Billy, nothing much to see here. We got rejected at the box again. So we need to validate this uptrend, and we're probably going to come and retag the uptrend as support for Billy. Targets on the upside are still all valid. And then as far as used car, yeah, as far as used car goes, it's still macro bearish. No uptrend right now. Actually, I mean, arguably, you are still making a higher low. So, yeah, we just have to wait and see. We need to break 2028. So the target on the upside is still valid. So nothing really crazy to see here. April said, just, yeah. Hey, do you wanna here? I'll sell you this Charizard for $60. You want it for $60? April says LCX. So let's take a look at Badger and then LCX. Yeah, Badger fell a lot. So just keep in mind, it is. I think it got delisted on delisted from Binance. So I think that's what caused the sell-off for Badger. Right now, it's very bearish, and it will be still macro bearish as long as price action is under $2.27. Bullish over $4.50 as of right now. You are looking at 100 to 300% bump to these levels. But if you sell here, you're risking basically it turning bullish and going to the moon. Keep in mind, if you had asked me to look at it before, which you probably did, I would have said the same thing, right? Resistance at $4 and $8, came up, retested 382, came down, and then made a lower low. So I'm not saying it has to do that again and make another lower low, but just as long as you understand that that's in play with this box. Okay. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And then LCX. Yeah, LCX. I like LCX's chart. LCX chart very consistent. It's just making higher highs and it's making higher lows. So I like LCX because you're in an upward channel right now. So for LCX, keeping it very simple, and I don't know if you asked for it last time, but it's very simple because as long as it stays over 9 cents 50, the target on the upside is 18 cents, and then from there 30 cents, which we've gone rejected twice at. So I'm hoping we get a breakout over the 618, not get stuck here, made a lower high and validate a downtrend. We do need a break 18 cents, 30 cents, and then from there 57 cents in all-time highs, price action up to $3.57. Not financial advice, just my opinion. But I think you asked me last time and we said the same thing. So as long as it's over 9 cents 20, it's good to go. Hey buddy, what's up? Cookie Dow. What's up? Look, my no hands. Long time no see. You said Cookie DAO. Flip coins for 10 beans. Thank you so much for the 10 beans. That's awesome. That's a lot of money. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Snek and Zebic. Snek and Zebic. Alrighty. Yeah, so for Cookie DAO, okay, so let's do Snek, and then let's do Cookie DAO, and then let's do Zebic. Wait. Yeah, okay, so taking a look at Snek on the live stream. So for Snek, we're still validating a downtrend right now. We are actually breaking out, yeah. So Snek is breaking out. Oh wait, I thought that candlestick. I thought the candle closed. So Snek was attempting to break out, but we still validated this downtrend. So as of right now for Snek, price to beat is 203. Once that breaks, you're invalidating this downtrend. Target on the upside will be 47, but I think for you it doesn't matter because you're holding it anyway. For you, as long as Snek is over, it needs to break 203, and then from there, however long it takes, 247 would be the target on the upside, and then from there, you're going to get a breakout once that breaks, once this target breaks on the upside. And then on the downside, 23 needs to hold, otherwise the same thing's going to happen, which I think I show you every single time. So we always look at this because even going down, we say the same thing, right? From the high to the low, you have resistance here at the 236.382. So this was the low. We came up, retested it, came down, retested the 382 again, and then we made a lower low. Same thing even here. From the high to the low, same thing. So even here, from this low, we said this was resistance, which we came up, never broke out, validated this downtrend. So we're saying the same thing now, right? This is resistance. If this doesn't get a breakout, you're going to get the same pattern. Now, financial advice, just my opinion. And then Zebic Network. And thank you so much for the 10 beans. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. For the Zebic, yeah, so the same thing, right? We made a video on it. It was going up. Everyone was super bullish. But we said that as long as it doesn't close over 35, then it's not bullish. And we actually, in the next area of resistance was 204, which it actually did tag. So at any point, if we do get a reversal back up over 35, 204 is in play, and then 46 would be the targets on the upside. You'd be invalidating this downtrend. But the same for this as Snek. They have similarly the same charts because they're both extremely up right now. So yeah, so these are the targets for Zebic. At any point, if we break below 29 again, you're just going to be making a lower low and then doing the same thing over and over again until we actually blast up on out of here and break all of those areas of resistance. Now, financial advice, just my opinion. Thank you so much for the 10 beans. I really appreciate it. That's a lot of money, so thank you so much for that. Let's look at Cookie DAO for, look, my no hands. Yeah, Cookie DAO is really not doing anything right now. So on the macro time frame for Cookie DAO, we attempted to break out over 18 cents. And over 18 cents should take us to 32 cents. And when we come up here, double top breakout should take us to 49 cents. The good thing is that, are we over? Yeah, we're hugging it right now. So we got a sell-off. We came back. We tested as support. Now we're actually closing over the 382. So very crucial point. It needs to close over 18. And as long as it closes over 18, then you should be invalidating this downtrend and start moving up from there. And then actually validating an uptrend and an upward channel that's forming. So, and that coincides also perfectly with this cross area, with this cross point. So that's pretty much it for Cookie DAO. Not financial advice, just my opinion, and thank you. Bitcoin Bajan for another 10, man. Thank you so much. That is a lot of money. I really appreciate that. I hope you're making it, man. I hope you're really benefiting from this bull run, because I just sold the bottom on my coin. So, like, unless Dogelon makes me a millionaire, man, it basically crypto's leaving me in the dust for the third cycle in a row, which is why next time we're only buying Bitcoin. So I'm buying Bitcoin with you guys on Robinhood. We're gonna always have it on the live streams, and we're gonna I'm gonna be making clips and videos on it so I could upload it. Upload those videos. That's awesome, man. Bitcoin Bajan for 10 says Data has massive partnerships. Possible top 50 bucks. Let's see. Data was one of the... Yeah. Old coin. It's doing good, though. Okay, so first and foremost, let me look at the tokenomics and the market cap. Market cap, it doesn't seem like they're releasing coins. It seems like it's fully diluted. And the total supply is all distributed. So you can see there is no discrepancy with the price versus the market cap. You can see over here in the beginning, there is a little pump, and it's because they released their coins. So tokenomics are good. When I click on it, most likely it's all there. Yeah, so there's no more token releases. There's no more minting, and it's fully diluted. So number one, I really like that, because when I go over here and I click the market cap, I see that the highest market cap that it has is 12.29 billion, and the price was $12, okay? So given that we go back up to $12, I think the market cap should be exactly the same as it was last time. So price here, it's around let's just say a 20x for easy math. A 20x should put the market cap around $14. So maybe I'm off a little bit by my math. So it is the same. So they didn't release any coins. So you're saying $50. Let's see if that's a target on the upside. So first and foremost, as of right now, Theta is macro bearish because it is under $1.20. Okay, it does need to break $1.20. It does need to break $1.98. So Theta is bearish under this box. You have long ways away from becoming macro bullish. Once this box breaks, the next target is $4, and then from there $7.82, $16, and then we have Theta up to $132. So first of all, let's see your target at $50, which again, your targets are very conservative from what you've said. From the current price back up to $50 is a 60x. So let's see what that's going to do. So 60x is going to, let's just say the market cap is 800 million for easy math. 10 times that would be 8. 8 times 642 would be $42 billion. So you're looking at $42 billion when the last time it was $11 billion. So that's a 4x on the market cap. It's not too crazy to think that. It might be a little bit too high, but it's not impossible. I'd say maybe after $16 to $20, if it does manage to break the 786 in previous all-time high, maybe take, not financial advice. I don't know if you're diamond handsing it to $50, but I mean, who knows? Technically speaking, we do have a target up here at $133, which is another 3x from the $50 target that you said. So if it's 44 billion, 3 times that is $32 billion. So that's if this thing goes parabolic, and if Theta is that coin that's going to be competing with Solana, Cosmos, Cardano, Ethereum, and those in the layer 1 chains that are out there. That's what I think about Theta, but just keep in mind that nothing is bullish with Theta, and none of the targets on the upside are valid until we break this area of resistance at $1.22 to $1.95. If it has massive partnerships brewing, and if one day it's like Google, Google partners with Theta, there's no reason why this thing can't go to the moon, can't go to $50 to $133. This is where I would put the top for Theta. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Thank you. And yeah, hey, thank you for the 10. Thank you for the 20. Actually, that was a lot of beans right there. I really appreciate that. You know what's one that I saw on crypto.com a while ago? What was it? Thor chain, right? Rune. Oh, what happened to Thor? Oh wait, no, it's still here. Oh, it's, yeah, I don't know. It looks like it just died. Alejandro Sale says, "Can you please look at PopCat?" Yes, sir. Do you think Swiftcoin can hit 30 to 40 cents? Carlos, welcome to the live stream. So I actually did an update video on Swiftcoin this morning. So Swiftcoin is one of the watch list coins. So definitely go check out that video. In my opinion, I don't know where the top is, but as of right now and based on the price action for Swiftcoin, the targets on the upside, both macro and short time frame, is between 8 cents and 15 cents. So can it hit 30 cents, 40 cents? Well, I think it's not impossible because I just think those are my targets, conservatively speaking, and clearly we can see it. But if you're asking for 30 to 40 cents, you're saying basically a $3 to $4 billion market cap. And I think Swiftcoin is a swap, right? It has its own swap. You could stake it and all that stuff. It has a very relatively low total supply and a max supply. So I don't see why Swiftcoin can't go to $4 billion when, for example, last cycle Uniswap, it had like a 20 billion market cap coin. It was a 20 billion market cap coin. Or like let's like look at 1inch, right? So 1inch was I guess 1inch was 1 billion, so that's not a good one. What about QuickSwap? No, that came actually afterwards. What's another one? Sushi Swap. That's another one. Yeah, Sushi Swap was 2 billion, but yeah. So I don't, maybe 3 to 4 billion market cap is in play for Swiftcoin, but I think that with partnerships and with mass adoption, I do think that 30 to 40 cents is possible. But as of right now, I think that the immediate targets on the upside are going to be 8 cents and then 15 cents. So not financial advice, just my opinion. Sushi Swap. The crypto undead is in the house. Let's go. What's up, everyone? Hit the like button for this man here. Let's go. Hey, where have you been, man? I hope you're doing well. I don't see you live streaming as much anymore. I follow you, like I'm subscribed to your channel, and I'm subscribed to your channel, and I have notifications on, but I never get notifications when you go live. So I think you got a job, right? I think you got really busy. So I think that might be the reason, but I hope you're doing good. I hope you like your job, and I can't wait to go to your live streams again. By the way, I capitulated. I sold the bottom. Don't judge me. So, unfortunately, I still have my Doge on, but I sold the bottom on OXT. So just don't judge me on that. I hope it goes to zero. No, I'm just joking. I don't hope that, because for whoever else that has it, it's not your fault that I have very bad taste in my mouth. Also, I closed my Coinbase account. Yep, that happened. I got so mad. I reached out to Coinbase and I was like, hey, I want to close my account, but it's not letting me because you have to zero out your balance. And I had Ethereum and like dust, like 0.00002 Ethereum and stuff. So I had to reach out to their customer service and I had to forfeit those funds, which is like 2 cents. And yeah, I withdrew my money, took it out, and put it in my savings. Vision was very upset. He told me I'm stupid, I'm dumb. No, I'm just joking. He didn't actually say that for people that don't even know him. Yeah, so I took my money, put it in my bank. I had to wait until it got deposited into my bank. It took a while for the transfer to go through. And then once it did, it closed out like yesterday or 2 days ago. So I actually closed down my Coinbase. I was sick and tired of getting farmed. That, you know, they're releasing coins at the top and they're just farming people for they're farming people for years. Obviously, like I've, bad taste in my mouth, so it's kind of biased. I don't want to necessarily say that because, when someone's hurt, they just say all the negatives. So So I don't want to like. I'm just gonna let it go. Hopefully my Dogelon Mars makes me money. You know, I have a good amount of Dogelon Mars. I'm still looking at $100,000 and $200,000 potential if it hits all my targets, and that's a lot of money. 100, 200K is a lot of money. But in terms of shifting or putting my money back into the market, I'm not going to. I'm going to start making content next cycle. I opened up a Robinhood account. We're going to be buying Bitcoin on the live streams. We're going to be dollar cost averaging with Bitcoin on the live streams moving forward next year, in about a year and a half when the bear market starts. I'm going to kind of pivot my channel and just become a Bitcoin maxi. Exactly what I did with OXT, I will be doing with Bitcoin this cycle. Just buying when the RSI hits oversold and just holding it for the longest time. Anyway, I hope that all made sense. Let's see. Demon, thank you so much for the membership. Oh wait, Knights of Insomnia. Yeah, this cycle has not been kind to me. It hasn't been kind to me either. Luckily, I made money last time Dogelon Mars went up. So it's not bad. I also sold OXT back in November when we had that giant spike. So over here, remember, I preach what I say. So you remember we had this giant spike? I was sleeping. And I ended up selling here at 605 because my sell order went through. So I just put that money in my bank too. So it was pretty good. It was a good feeling. And then same with OXT. So it wasn't too bad, but I was like, you know what? I'm over it. I don't want to hold it anymore. Back in November when we had this dip or this thing, I sold 14, 15 cents. Luckily, I literally it was like around here. So I didn't catch all the way high, all the way the top. There has to be a target here. Let me see, because that's where I put my sell order. I don't know if you guys remember. I think Aloe, you remember because I was super happy. Yeah, right here. This is where I put it. But I think I put it at 14 cents even. So it was just like 14 cents. Because I was like, oh, it's going to go up to the 786 and make a lower high. And it did. So I should have sold everything. But what did you say, though? Yeah, no, the cycle sucked. Demon says, first of all, Demon, thank you so much for the membership. I really appreciate that. Yeah, but I still had I still had 10 grand in it, or how much? It was like 13,000, and then it disintegrated, dude. I ended up taking out like what? 9,000 or something, 9,000. No, it was hold on, 160, or yeah, it was 160 or 130. No, it's 160 times 0.0550. Oh, 88. So yeah, it was 88, 8,800. But like that's crazy, right? Like because it was even like the rest of my coins, it was 160, 1, 2, 3 times, what was it? Let's just say I sold it at 14. Yeah, it was 22 grand, dude. Like what? It was 22 grand, and then 8,800. What did I say? 8,800. Well, I just gave back 13K to the market. Like, do you know how? What? It's brutal. It's so bad. I hate crypto, right? I understand why Vision says it now, man. I hate it. Like, how did it come back down? Like, we went up, everyone sold, we came down, consolidated, we went up, and then we came all the way back down? How is there this much selling when all the coins are out, you know? It's so dumb. Sorry, Demon, I keep getting sidetracked, man. I'm really sorry. Thank you so much for the membership. Okay, there. If you can, Mio, can you look at AMC and GME? If this meme coins will show when altcoins will start, question mark. I don't know. Let's take a look though for you. Yeah, AMC's not doing anything right now. Bearish as long as the good thing is we've established a floor. We're making higher lows. Bearish under 12 to 22. Obviously, this is a gamble play. You're looking at, yeah, you're looking at a 40x back up to its all-time high. It has 773,000 market cap. Liquidity is 347,000. So that's not bad. And then, but it is still bearish, unfortunately. And then you said GME. Which GME? I'm assuming you mean this one, right? Because we have a chart for this, right? Oh, no, we don't. Yeah, the same thing here for GME. Bearish under 27, bullish over 43. Keep in mind, we could still come back up here just like with your other coin. And it could get rejected and come back down, make a lower low, and validate this downtrend. Keep in mind that this is also another gamble play. However, I don't think this is a 40x. Yeah, this is a 20x back up to its all-time high, which is going to put the market cap around $200 million. I guess the question is, was that ever $200 million? Was the market cap ever $200 million? Yeah, I mean, so they released coins because the market cap was, the highest it ever was 137 million. So they released coins into the circulation. So, but now it's fully diluted, so you don't have to worry about it. But keep in mind that they did. Oh, you know what? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, they released it. They released circulation into the supply. Let's see. Oh, the crypto undead, welcome again. Or I mean, you've probably been here. I'm just reading all the all the priority messages and then obviously the super chats. It's really hot right now, so you wrote, "Oh whoa, OXT was your baby." Okay, Elon will save you. Keep up the good work, man. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I really hope so. I think I have a good amount, so I'll be fine with like where I think DOGE on Mars is headed. So I have my sell orders in, so I'm not worried about it. Even if I'm sleeping and it starts pumping, I don't even have to worry about it. I'm really hoping it gets me to where I want to be, and then I'll be perfectly fine and happy with it. But my whole play with OXT was like OXT millionaire, but that didn't happen, unfortunately. And next cycle, I'm only doing it with Bitcoin. So let's see. Demon says, yeah. Flipcoin says turbo. Grimaldi, welcome. Flipcoin says turbo. Let's see. Yeah, so the problem with turbo is that it can't get stuck at the 0.5, which we did get stuck at the 0.5 because you're just making lower highs right now with turbo. We need to get a breakout over the 0.5 at 2044. Once that breaks, retesting the 618 would be in play, and then double top breakout would take us to the 86. On the downside, we can't break below 33, otherwise we're no longer macro bullish. And from there, we're probably going to get a bigger capitulation down. Next area would be 24 for turbo. No financial advice, just my opinion. Gearhead says, after your streamer capitulates, we went up. Yeah, seriously, but I mean, it wasn't that much, but that's still like extra money, right? So how much was that? I was like, hey, it's getting delisted. Let's see. Wait, what was I looking at? Oh, yeah, the oops. Yeah, 16%. I mean, that's still like 1.2K. Next cycle, 100%. Yeah, 100% in BTC. So like I keep saying, so I'm going to be completely out of everything. I'm going to have all my money in my bank. And then I'm going to be only buying Bitcoin on Robinhood, and I'm only going to be doing it on the live stream. I'm going to be making clips and videos of it where I'm going to be posting it on everywhere, because I'm just going to, like, obviously I'm trying to become a Bitcoin crypto influencer, right? So I'm going to make content with that. The only crypto I'm buying is going to be Bitcoin next cycle. That's it. And I'm going to buy when we're extremely oversold. I'm going to buy when we have 30, 40% dips, which does happen in a bear market if you guys haven't forgot. And that's the only thing I'm going to be doing. Eat My Short says, yo, man, when do you think Bitcoin dominance will drop? It's dropping right now. We're actually going down right now. I don't know when it's going to capitulate, but technically we topped out here. So if this is it, man, then this is it. Then we're about to get a big capitulation. And thank God we won't go up to 70%, because if we go up to 70%, then altcoins are going to probably make lower lows. And these are all literally, and every single coin we're looking at is just making a lower high before the next capitulation down. So I really hope we get it now, because keep in mind, if that doesn't happen, we're absolutely screwed. King says, thanks for the auction. Thanks for the auction TA earlier. I agree. It's been a very rough altcoin I know, like luckily I sold in November. I sold some stuff in November and made some money, but it's absolutely still brutal selling and capitulating one of the coins that I've been holding for 6 years at a loss. It's just not. It doesn't make any sense. You're welcome, Demon. And Flipcoin says, Undead, my man, Undead. TCU's in the house. Oh, man. I was so close to that auction coin TA and gone. Oh, wait, did I not do it? Yeah, wait, I don't get it. What did you say, Aloe? Yeah, so for bounce, I mean, technically it's this. as crappy as the chart looks. So bearish under $12.88, bullish over $17 for bounce. So the only thing that you need to know for bounce is that as long as it's under this box, it's bearish. What that means is that, just remember, don't get overly excited even if we do come back and hit the top of this channel, because you're still validating a downtrend forming. Okay, so it does going to get a breakout, and then from there I'll obviously come back and ask, and I can take a look at it. And then in terms of support, I guess on the macro time frame, so we had support at 1045. We broke down, and now we're retesting it as resistance. The next area of support for bounce is going to be $6.40. And if that doesn't hold, then we are going back down to the lows. Not financial advice, just my opinion. All right, guys, if you can guess what card this is. No, I'm just joking. You guys already know. You guys already know. Oh, man. Thanks, man. You are very welcome. Let's see. We will pump after Aloe sells. Yeah, no, seriously, we will. Just like OXT pumped after I sold. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. If I'm right, then that means that I saved myself all my money, because I would have held this to zero. But if I'm wrong, then that means that there's no way I'm going to be wrong twice in a row, right? At least that's how I feel. But if I'm wrong, then that means that I probably would have missed out on life-changing money. But I really think I'm right. I really think I'm right, so we'll see what happens. Hey, how are you? ApeCoin, please. Hey, Karam, go check out today's videos. I actually ApeCoin is on the watch list, and I made ApeCoin video this morning. So go check out the video. Make sure you like it and help your small crypto meow analysis YouTuber with like a 2 cent ad. Make sure you watch the ad so I can get my 2 cents, please. Pot of it's over. Pot, you mean pot of greed? That bag on auction looks more and more sad each day, especially when I see all these altcoins moving. Yeah, but don't get trapped in looking at like other coins that are moving. Obviously, there are obviously going to be better coins in the market than yours. There are going to be better coins to buy. There are going to be coins that are running and yours aren't. That's how people get chopped up. So just be careful. Don't get chopped up and just shoot to your guns. And if you want to capitulate, then I get it. I've done it now twice. I've done it twice in the history since 2018. The first time was with XLM. The second time was with OXT. And I had good reason to. I was over it, you know. I think that I played it smart and I did what I wanted to do. And next cycle, it's just going to be Bitcoin. Let's see. Allo. Help us and sell it. Wojak Meow tokens get delisted and pumps. I know, right? How dumb is that? It got delisted and it had OKX had good liquidity. It was a liquidity provider, so it had good liquidity on there, right? So you pull that liquidity. A common sense and rational thinking says that the coin's going to go down, and it goes up by 16%. So it's like another thing that it's just annoying. I'm like, what the hell? I was right. I made the right call, but. It's not like it's not. It's at 5 cents 90. Like it's still down here. Like it's not like it pumped, right? So I'm not. Come back and say I'm dumb and I'm stupid once this thing breaks 10 cents. Once this thing breaks 10 cents, then I'm gonna be like, oh crap, maybe I should have held it. But until that happens, I'm still right in my opinion. I refuse to sell my USDC. That's funny. You're never going to lose money in that case. This market needs 2 sacrifices. Yeah, I was one of them. So, Allo, come on. Step up to the plate, fool. Subway? Wait, what do you mean Subway? Did Subway sell? Wealth Abundance says, I'm about to resend my paragraph since you usually miss the first one. Hold on. What did Wealth Abundance say? Let me scroll up. Oh, that was way up there. I didn't see that, yeah. What's good, bro? Last night, Ergo had a quick spike, and it looks like it's not done. They have some V2 upgrade. Can you please do TA on that part, please? Yeah. Let's do it. What was it, Ergo? Yeah, I did have a nice spike. Usually those are like liquidity spikes. Damn. Oh, no. That was that. Sorry, I thought that was something. I thought that was last night. Yeah, so for Ergo, it kind of looks like bounce, right? So on the macro time frame for Ergo, yeah, you still have support at 8 cents 60. You are coming up and retesting previous area of support at 1359 of 1358 as resistance. And then in terms of targets on the upside, it doesn't matter how high you spike or how high you go, because if you're holding it long term, you need to break 20 cents. So we have resistance between 15 and 20 cents. So it doesn't matter, especially for you if you're holding it. Once 20 cents breaks, 33 cents would be in play, and then from there, obviously, to the moon. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Subway bought another coin. Yeah, OKX and his 10K daily liquidity. No. It had more. You're mistaking. It definitely had more. Look, it had 50,000. It had 50,000 trading volume. No, it had good. It had good. It had good liquidity. There's no rhyme or reason to this market a lot of times when it comes to altcoins. Yeah, I can't wait to just buy OX. I can't wait to just buy Bitcoin next cycle with you guys. You know what? Should I just buy $100 right now for the meme? Like buying the top? No, I'm not gonna do that because I have to have reason and make content as to why. I'm not gonna buy the top right now. It's meow 1 for 1. Own it needs another sacrifice. Yeah, someone sacrifice themselves, please. King says, "Damn, I'm so sorry to hear that. Crypto can make you so much money, but in the same breath make you move into UPS box, a UPS box with no mortgage." Yeah. I don't know what a UPS box is, but yeah. Like, you mean like a small little house? Demon sacrificing your truck? Honestly, delistings aren't terrible. Yeah, at times the short squeeze one more time. Yeah, you're right. Well, you were talking about this one, right? It was AST, right? This was the one that you were talking about because, oh, what the heck happened here? Yeah, this thing had a huge short squeeze, right? Because it got delisted on Binance, and then it had a huge pump back up to like 7 cents. What was the other one? There was another one that had a huge spike. It got delisted and it had a huge spike. Do you guys remember that? Aloe, you would remember that because you were like, "Oh, I'm going to buy it." You remember? Which one was the other one? AST was one of them, and then there was another one too. Meow will forget us once there's 1K viewers. That's not true. But I do have to prioritize super chats. I do have to prioritize members, which you're not a member, gearhead. Yeah, I do have to prioritize super chats, members, and that's it. Yeah, super chats and members. But obviously, I'm not gonna forget you guys. I'll read everything for the most part. I don't know if I'll ever get 1,000 watchers. Actually, you know what? Maybe I will. Who knows? Maybe when we start going really high. Maybe when Bitcoin hits $1 million, and I bought the bottom. Yeah, see, I did it right. I think if anything, if there's anything that you guys learned with me and OXT is that I never gave up on it, and I told you guys like my play. I held it. I dollar cost average down, and rationally speaking, and I'm sure 100% of you guys will agree with me on this. If you see my buy orders on OXT and when I bought it, and if I had put that in a good coin, like if I had done that with Bitcoin, I would have been at like $300,000-$400,000 right now. That's why it's like, hey, we're gonna do that next cycle, and then we're gonna look at exactly what happens, and all my money is just gonna go in Bitcoin. So, unfortunately, I just picked the wrong coin. Unfortunately, we kind of took the higher risk, higher reward avenue, but the problem is there was no higher reward this time because we didn't get alt season. We all thought it was going to be alt season by now, and we didn't get it. We haven't gotten it yet. So I think I played it right. I think that, again, if I had done that with Bitcoin, I wouldn't have even sold right now. It would have just been like, oh, hey, I have $300,000 worth of Bitcoin. I have 3 Bitcoin. So, or yeah, I would have had, no, not 3. Like it would have been like closer to 150. Sorry, I over exaggerate or over calculated. It would have been closer to 150. So, yeah, like let's just say I dollar cost average and I put $30,000 in dollar cost averaging down. Because I would have bought at 15 because that's when the RSI was extremely oversold. So yeah, I would have been close to between 150 and 300. But yeah, I think I think I did it right. I think I played it right. And for those that are smart enough to be able to see that, good for you. For those that are just gonna, TikTok brains are just gonna talk negatively, then you guys just don't get it. And thank you for watching. Thank you for the ad revenue, and thank you for coming to my live streams and making me more popular. Let's see. Like postal service. Oh, UPS, like USPS. UPS is the private company. USPS is the postal service. Unless that's what you were trying to say. I'm not gonna buy the top then next week. Yeah, but you're missing the point. Because it could still go to 140,000, and once the bear market starts, say buy to 50% of that. So you could buy right now and it could go to 140,000. If you don't sell, then it doesn't matter, because in the bear market, you're going to be below your buying price even though you went up. You're not going to sell for, you're not trading it. You're accumulating it. You're holding it for a long period of time. The funny thing about the truck being sacrificed. Oh yeah, you have a truck. That's right. 200,000. Yeah, I saw the picture. It said it will be replaced by another truck in 2 weeks. Are you buying a new truck in 2 weeks? Oh, that's a top signal. That is a top signal, guys. Dude, Bonk is going crazy. Damn, Bonk is moving. Wow. You literally dumped before alt will pump. You're saying that like indefinitely, like it will happen. So I hope it works out for you, man. Same with me and CTSI, ready to get into BTC next cycle as well. Yep. We'll just do BTC. This channel will just be Bitcoin maxis, and then DGens gambling. People like AK putting their money in utility coins. Demon says, been driving that truck when it had 70,000 miles 3.5 years ago. That's good. Loyal to a truck. I was loyal to a coin like that once. Let's see. I guess let me just look at my Pokemon cards, because chat seems to be upset that there was an OXT capitulation event happening, or there was an OXT capitulation event. Wait, why is there so much hair on this, man? Oh, talking about that, apparently there's a Pokemon show right now, and I could go try to sell all my cards. I don't think I'm going to, actually. I don't think I'm going to. Yeah, we've been live for about an hour and 20 minutes, I think. I mean, I think we pretty much covered everything we had to today. So I think we'll call it here. I want to say thank you to all the super chats. Today was a good super chat day. A lot of people super chatted, and it was a very good day. So thank you so much for all the super chats. Thank you so much to all the members. I really appreciate all the subscribers and all of the support. We will be going live again tomorrow morning. I don't know what time. I'll post it on. I'll post my schedule on, so you guys will know. Probably in the morning though. And with that being said, just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and this is all just for entertainment purposes, nothing more. Have a great Saturday. Have a great night. Be safe tonight, and I will catch you guys in tomorrow's live stream. Thank you.